Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. I welcome you back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto. 1 hour and 15 minutes late due to circumstances, but I welcome you to join me with your favorite caffeinated beverage of choice. Mine today is NOS Energy Drink, the blue version, and we'll go over some crypto. What's going on in crypto? Some of the news, not all the news, but some of the news. Maybe not all the news you want to hear, but the news you need to hear. So right now I'm on call. I was late because of I had to run some wire in the attic, and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm on call. It's been a rough week, but life goes on. Bitcoin's still sitting in this range that I've kind of called for for a while now. I'm still expecting some big move towards the end of October. It could happen next week. It could get really tight and not happen to the last week of October, but we'll just have to see. So just hang tight. Inflation is the news of the day. We got a few articles to go over. Bitcoin, Ethereum continuing to tumble following hot inflation numbers. What is it? The CPI report came out the other day. Prices of everything is still climbing. And a lot of people are kind of discouraged right now. Money in the market. There's not new money coming into the market, but there's still money in the market. A few of the articles that we're going to talk about today, I'm going to put in the description for you to read some more. I have an escalation that I'm dealing with regarding a client who's having email issues or hosting issues, so bear with me as we go through the live stream. And I plan to hang out until Rapid Mining goes live, so not too long. But how is the current circumstances in the world impacting you is what I'm curious to hear in a live stream or later on if you watch this in the future, because not a lot of people are probably going to be aware that I'm late or I didn't stream at my normal time. But anyways, moving on. Leading cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, continue to dip following a release of the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index, or CPI report. The index is often used as a barometer for measuring inflation throughout the American economy. It tracks the rate of change for prices in things like gasoline, used cars, apparel, and other items. The biggest cryptocurrency by market cap was trading at 18K. Now, we did see that dip down where we got all the way down to 18.3. Almost 18.1, depending on which exchange you're on. So we actually fell out of this little range that I have here, but we got really held up. And we touched it again here. The bad thing about touching this line multiple times, we got one back here in June. We didn't come close. We came close, but we didn't touch it September 6th. We touched it September 19th. We touched it again September 21st. And then just recently, we came all the way back down on October 13th. We keep hitting this wall. We keep hitting this so-called support. It's going to flip resistance when we break through it. I don't want to break down. I don't want to go below this, because if we go below this, then all those statistics and numbers that people keep yelling out of 13K, 10K, 12K, 11K is more probable then. So I'd rather not dip down, but we'll have to see. And of course, this down market has impacted mining profits quite a bit, which we might take a look at depending on how much time we have. But how has this current market condition impacted you at home, in your business, family, whatever? Has it impacted you, and how are you feeling about the way the current circumstances are? The crypto market being tied to traditional stocks and everything doing bad across the board. So we had a bit of a dip. We are back up to 19. I think we climbed up to 19, almost 20K, and then we are back down. So we're just still moving sideways, unfortunately. The community discusses why inflation isn't pushing more people to crypto. I really think people just don't have money. Right now it's not a time to be spending money you don't have. So people put up their credit cards. People start to tighten up the belt a little bit and say, hey, let's hunker down, let's save money, pay off debts as best we can. That's the biggest thing you can do, and that's really what I'm trying to focus on, is paying off debts, because that's money that obviously accrues interest, and the more money you spend, or the more you have to pay, the worse it is, especially in times like these, as interest rates go up. So one, while some anticipate, basically the higher inflation is just not pushing people into the crypto space. Events that the Fed Reserve, have done, like printing money, have led them to get into crypto as one of its functions is to be a hedge against inflation, which right now seems not so likely. At least that's what the Redditor did, not the Fed. Obviously, the Fed just printed a bunch of money. One community member pointed out that higher inflation means the cost of goods is on the rise. Because of this, people believe it's less to invest, which I agree. Gas, food, products, things you need for the family, things you need for yourself. So getting into altcoins, or what they say here, sketchy shit coins, is not really advantageous or in their favor. Especially as, there is an increase in scam and rug pulls, right? By the time I'm done posting this video, there's going to be a few people down there pretending to be me or talking about hacker this or hacker that. And they're not really hackers. Like, I hate when people use the hacker name or nomenclature and they're not really a hacker. I don't know why they do that, but they're going to be in the comments trying to promote whatever product, crypto, or person that made them a bunch of money and trying to get people to fall for those scams. Obviously, I hope that you don't fall for those scams, but there are people, not only in my videos, but on multiple content creators' videos, not just in the crypto world, but across the board, tech spaces, photography, so on and so forth. So you just got to be careful. So we got all these scams, all these fraudulent situations, rug pulls, even hacks, because there was hacks, like for example, most recently the Binance one, that kind of just make people want to take a step back, especially because they're waiting for regulation. A lot of people, a lot of the money are waiting for regulation. Now, you and I may not want regulation, but is it something we need? Arguments could be made for yes and no. But we'll just have to wait and see. As long as they don't regulate the crypto industry into the ground, I think we'll be fine. Bitcoin unlikely to see a notable recovery after Thursday's short squeeze, says traders. Now, that was that dip down that we saw to 18 something, almost the low 18K. Well, we did hit the low 18K, but below 18K is what I'm trying to say here. But unfortunately, or fortunately, we did not do that. So had a short squeeze, pushed down, popped back up, almost hit 20K. So excuse me, we went down, short squeeze, popped up, almost 20K, and now we're back to trading sideways and stagnant. Let me see here. What's going on, Dan San? Hope you're doing well. John English Tech. Wars don't help either. Yes, they certainly don't. I agreed. Paul D, what's up? You weren't the first, but you always are on most of the videos. Other than BTC, what else do you hold? So Dan San wants to know what else did I hold. Now, I did a video a while ago about my portfolio. I could do a new one, but just real quick, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and I'm very upset with certain people in the industry. Solana, Polkadot, but primarily most of my holdings is going to be in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I did have to use some of my Ethereum to pay for some bills, but yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I do have Ravencoin, and I got some other altcoins, some lesser altcoins, Mailcoin, Noxia, so on and so forth. But Bitcoin and Ethereum are my top two. I have some Litecoin still. I have some Zcash still. I got some HTH coin, which apparently swapped over and changed something, but the coins I have don't mean nothing, or I missed the bus. I don't know how that worked. But HTH, helping the homeless, hit me up and was like, no, we're still active. I was like, oh, okay, well, died off. I'll do a video like I did before, showing a graph of just the percentages of the cryptocurrencies I primarily hold or have. But yeah, right now is not the most opportune time. And what sucks is if you would have saved your money for this time, you would have been better off. But everybody was getting all hyped up and falling into the hype train, and buying crypto and all these altcoins and stuff like that that are all down. And so now you either hodl, or you sell a loss to pay your bills, or you sell at a loss and get out of the game, or you hodl long term, and hopefully the cryptocurrencies you own will turn around. Now, not all altcoins will survive this particular situation we're in, but we'll have to wait and see. But paying attention to the Fed, the FOMC, the CPI reports, all of this stuff does matter and impacts the crypto market very much. So, right? Because the same people, the same suits that are in the traditional markets are also in crypto now. So, of course, what happens or what impacts them is going to impact us. What turned to be the people's money is starting to feel more like their money. And when I say us and them, us is the individual, the retail investor, the small guy, the blue collar. Them is the suits, the people that have millions, billions of dollars that get into it to make a bunch of money and then leave us holding the bag or drop the price and then buy some more. But while they're talking to the camera saying it's a bunch of crap, they're in the background buying a bunch of the coins, which banks and businesses are still doing. They're buying cryptocurrency every once in a while. They're not advising others or they're not announcing it, which is smart. You don't want to announce what you're buying. And as it continues to dip and buys, like I would love to I would like to buy a big batch of crypto right now, but I really can't. I gotta hold tight. I gotta pay bills, to take care of my family. I got priorities to deal with. I'm not buying a bunch of equipment. I am buying some, but not a bunch of equipment. And I would like to expand, but it's all about chavo right now. Dinero, money. So Ethereum price eyes 35% rally after 6,000 ETH gets burned in 1 week. Let's take a look real quick at Ethereum, and I'll check out the live chat here in just a second. Thank you for your patience. So yeah, I mean we've fallen quite a way since last year. I mean last year around this time, let's see here. Last year around this time, the 15th, where were we? We were right around 3,800, almost under 4K. We hit 4K and above, almost 5K, and now a year later, I mean that's a pretty big drop, man. That's a pretty big drop if you ask me. Yeah, 67, almost 70% drop in a year. Quite unfortunate. So anyway, 6,000 ETH seems to have been burned. I'm not 100% familiar with it. Again, I've been very busy with work and everything, and we do have the Aeon Poker Tournament coming here shortly, later on today. Let me go check and bring that up. Make sure you guys are aware of that. I will be partaking. I'm going to be exhausted, but I will be partaking in the poker tournament. If you knock me out, you get 500 Aeon. If you haven't signed up, follow the sheet. I'll drop it in the live chat and in the description. To get signed up, make sure you go get registered and stuff like that. Get in the program ahead of time. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So anyways, let's see here. So new crypto project aiming to mint coins, blah, blah, blah. Ethereum eyes price a 35% rebound by the end of October after holding testing. Okay, read your articles before you publish them, please. A key support level. This level is a rising trend line that has capped the Ethereum attempts. Okay, anyways. So what will be 35% from where we are right now? Let's see here. 35% would bring us up to 1,700. I could see 1,500 for sure. I don't know why they're considering. Because the Ethereum has been burned. Okay. Supply drops by 6K. They're saying a horizontal trend line, a resistance near 18K, so 17K is possible. So 6,000 Ethereum is around $8 million. This marks Ethereum's network's first deflationary move, where more ETH is being destroyed than created since it switched to proof of work to proof of stake. Users must pay so-called gas fees to validators to confirm their on-chain Ethereum transactions. Historically, more Ethereum network traffic results in higher gas fees. Yep, so like a launch or something like that, like new NFT project. Same started happening October 8th, with evidence showing the new crypto project named Zen Crypto is increasing network traffic. In the last 7 days, Zen Crypto has contributed to burning 4,490 ETH tokens against 16,690 ETH tokens. All right, pretty cool. Zen Crypto started a weekend with no supply. Still, it was free to mint, requiring users to only pay ETH gas fees. In other words, a new project made Ethereum deflationary for the first time since the merge. I'm going to look into Zen Crypto. Not right now. That's something I'm going to probably have to do later. I don't want to talk about something and not be educated on it. Sometimes I do make mistakes, but I will always correct myself if somebody corrects me. So anyways, yeah, because supply has been taken off the table, they're expecting a rally. Honestly, I think we need a rally, period. Maybe a short-term rally. You know, Bitcoin up to 20K, 21 something, almost 22. Ethereum almost at 17K. That would be really nice right about now. This is the bigger subject right here. Let me check chat real quick. Bear with me, all my future viewers. What's up, Gandalf Gray? Hope you're doing good. Magic Lucky. Thank you. All right, so let's see here. My on-call gig, yeah, it's IT, buddy. John English Tech, yeah, IT. So executive escalations, when shit hits the fan and the client reaches out to the executive leadership, it's my job to address it, coordinate with engineers, and fix the damn thing. I'm definitely a fixer. Dude, I am super tired. We're all big and chia here. I got my 7th pulling block yesterday when I was at work on 30 terabytes. Nice. Or tebibytes. Good deal. Do you have any liquid staking of your ETH? I notice most streamers don't even admit they hold any ETH, so that sets you apart. Yeah. I have some ETH staked. Actually, I got a video of us reviewing or looking at the Ethermine staking opportunities, the fees and stuff like that. Just going over the basics, looking at what some of the website says. Long term, though, I don't have much of it staked because I want to have control of it because we don't have a definitive time of when it will be unstaked. And that's a big concern that we mentioned in the merge, the minor merge meeting. I told people to get out with the CPU mineable Bitcoin stuff. I'm like a reverse profit. Is Zen a scam? I don't know. The webpage doesn't even say what it's supposed to do. Let's go look. So zencrypto.io. Be your own bank. Mint your own way. Freedom. All right. So mint Zen. Supported networks. Okay. I'm not going to sign into my MetaMask. I will test that out offline. Zen Crypto is a collaborative project of people building in the Zen community, blah, 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 blah. Economic energy through Zen token. We want to spread information about Satoshi Nakamoto white paper brought back to, okay, a bunch of BS. Custody through trust, consensus, transparency, decentralized. If you're on the Ethereum network, you're not decentralized. Just saying. ERC20 token built on an Ethereum blockchain based on principles of crypto like decentralization, self-custody, the same thing I just read. Smart contracts immutable, has no admin keys, and it's open source. I like open source stuff. How to mint. I'll look into it. Maybe if you guys want me to do a video, let me know in the description or in the comments or the live chat. But speaking of centralization, censored Ethereum blocks hit 51% threshold over the past 24 hours. Censorship has been growing. We've been talking about this for quite a while, but the new censorship milestone Friday with 51% of the blocks produced over the last 24 hours followed the U.S. Treasury's Department of Office of Foreign Asset Control, or OFAC, compliance recommendations. With that, the majority of blocks over the past day were delivered by relays that screened out transactions associated with Tornado Cash, a service that mixes transactions to make them anonymous. Bear with me here. To comply with OFAC after it banned Americans from using the mixing pool. Maximal extracted value, or MEV, refers to the rewards that block builders and validators receive when reordering transactions within a block. Flashbot's Ethereum-based research and development team has been working on ways to curb the potential harms of MEV extraction. by building MEV Boost, a piece of software that allows validators to request blocks from a network of builders via a middleman called relay. Anyone can build a relay to pass MEV optimization blocks from builders to validators that can propose them out of the wider network. As of writing, 57% of all blocks validated on Ethereum blockchain use the MEV Boost software, and those blocks, nearly 81% of them, were done via Flashbot's relay, meaning they all excluded Tornado Cash transactions. While still possible for sanctioned transactions to make it into the Ethereum blockchain as it exists currently, this will become more difficult as more validators or relays opt to strike such transactions from the blocks they process. Someone says here the fact that we hit 51% of the blocks excluded by OFAC transactions is an important watershed moment, which we should pay attention to. I agree, we should pay attention to. Sorry, give me 1 second. So Flashbots has become the leader of, relaying. Nobody in the ecosystem, including Flashbots, is satisfied with the status quo. As for the continuous growth of censorship Ethereum, there's no plans to change the way we attest to blocks that other validators, builders have built. And they're unaware of any plans to be a part of the validator partners to do so. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Unless you guys wanted to hear me say I love you to my wife. She's doing an event today. She's a proponent in the medical marijuana field. She'll be out in at an event here in Jacksonville, Florida. If anybody needs to get their medical marijuana card, go check her out. The event is at James Weldon Johnson Park in Jacksonville, Florida. I forgot the name of the event, but yeah, if you need a medical marijuana card here in Jacksonville, Florida, check out my wife at that event today. They will be having doctors on premise with them, but they do run an office. And I'm not a partaker in medical marijuana, but I do support the benefits that medical marijuana has for our veterans and for individuals suffering various conditions. So, anyways, yeah. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I know censorship is bad, but is this a good thing or a bad thing? What is your take on it, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, tell me in the live chat, tell me in the comments. I'm going to go through some questions real quick if there is any. Good morning, Crypto Nico. Gandalf Gray, you're on vacation. Nice. And you're a micro center, need 6 cards for a rig. Depends on the price, Gandalf Gray. Chat, hit me up on Twitter. Let me see the prices. Or hit us up in the community tab. By the way, if you join the channel, become a member of the channel, you do get some behind the scenes perks and access to the Discord, which is very quiet, very private, and not a lot of people are in it. It's still growing, but I actually like it kind of quiet. It's not too many craziness that's happening. People spamming stuff. And if you do that or partake in that, you're gonna get kicked. So don't do that. What? John English Tech. I'm about to solo jump into being an MSP for a couple of businesses and provide cloud services with a few nice, dude. Grats. That's what's up. All right, so it's double decentralized. Yeah. So Paul D mentions here that Zen, this project we were just looking at that says it wants to focus on decentralization, transparency, yada yada yada, is also on Binance Smart Chain. So Ethereum is not decentralized or as decentralized as they would hope. And Binance Smart Chain certainly is not. Hence the reason why that attack that they had where funds were stolen was so easily thwarted, because they could just shut down the chain and or pause stuff and do whatever the hell they want. So anyways, let me throw these articles in the description so you can have a quick read when you're available. And we're got 15 minutes till Rabbit Mining goes live. I am unable to send you guys directly over to Raid, to where it auto redirects you. But you guys all know who Rabbit Mining is, and you know how to get to them. So I appreciate all your support and all your help. Oh yeah, let's talk about why I was late today. First off, let's check this out. Crypto market is the tail being, I'm not going to put this in the description, wagged by the very sick dog. Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin has said, I don't know what year. The merge went what seems to be flawless, blah, blah, blah. So why is ETH down 22%? Lubin said that the price action immediately after merge was a possible, inevitable, seldom used kind of activity, which we all talked about before, lowering their inventory as they shut down their rigs. As for why ETH has continued to drop since, blah, 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 it's a macroeconomy environment. It's the macroeconomy, stupid. Wow. Yeah, conditions are not really good, period, for any market, which is why, Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX has been helping out others in the crypto space, trying to help, prop up the industry, because if everybody crashes, if everybody goes bankrupt, if everything goes down, then this market will die. So, helping that neighbor, helping that fellow company, people who believe in blockchain technologies, in the crypto ecosystem, in the future of it, and not just trying to promote whatever scam, is definitely good for the environment. You want good people like that. They're strange. Like Sam Bankman-Fried is different. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's back in the day, nerds were looked upon as stupid, not sexy, dorks, whatever. Nerds these days are running the world, So what wasn't sexy and hot back in the day has now become, the must be, so to speak. And there's a lot of tech opportunities out there, jobs that are opening up. Maybe not as robust as they used to be, but if you're trying to get into the industry like I am, keep jamming, keep grinding, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. All right, so why was I late today? I put a little short video. I'm really tired, guys. I put a little short video earlier today showing you what I did. I actually recorded a short, but I didn't. I guess I didn't hit the button, so it didn't go out at 11. So I ran a new wire, a new 240 volt line in the garage for some equipment that's going to go out there. It's not out there yet, but it will go out there. And that will be in a future video. But if you haven't put the clues together yet from the various shorts or pictures I may have leaked or shown on Twitter, the community post, whatever, I got immersion cooling system that we're going to be using to cool an ASIC or a couple of ASICs. And I want to continue to work in that particular arena, because here in hot Florida, I can't have everything in my house. It causes the heat to be up. Mining rigs and GPUs push out a lot of heat, thus causing the AC to run more, causing more electricity use, causing more problems, causing more bills, causing more debt, whatever. It's a bad loop, especially right now. I'm not one that normally sells my crypto when I mine it, right? Like I like to mine it, maybe hodl a percentage of it, but then I use a percentage of it to make additional trades on my own to then, get more bags, diversify my portfolio, whatever it may be. But right now is, again, not the best time. Not a lot of people want to invest in the market. I would say dollar cost average is still your best bet if you're not a miner, but it really just depends on your situation. I'm just a guy on the internet, not financial advice, but dollar cost average is going to be your safest bet, hodl long term, especially if you're my age or younger. If you hang on to that Bitcoin, that Ethereum, and some of those altcoins, those top altcoins, long term, when you're ready to retire, those coins should be up quite a bit, especially if they're promising projects. And I do believe there are many projects out there that have promise in general. So right now it says price analysis: SPX, DXY, BTC, ETH, BNB, XRP, ADA, Sol, Doge, and Matic. Which right now, today is kind of a reddish sort of day. Looks like Elderon Gold is doing pretty good today. Few tokens in the dark green. Maker. Toncoin is up, actually $1.20. If you got your wallet working out of... I never really like using Telegram to hold my funds or to manage my funds or mine too. I really don't like that, but whatever. I haven't looked into Toncoin since it first came out. I'm sure many of you are still either mining it or have participated in it. Wish you the best of luck in it. It's just not my jam. And nothing against the project. It's just not my jam. But everything's down, man. There's nothing to it. So let's see here. SPX, the S&P 500 index, dropped to 34.91. And DXY is at 113.92 on the 13th. Bitcoin dropped to 18. It actually dropped further than 18.8K. Ethereum's at 12.20, which right now is at 12.84, so it's up a little bit more. BNB, it's been in this 300 to 250 range for quite a while. XRP saw a little bit of bump. All right, people got excited. Considering some of the news regarding this particular one. Hang on. So I got to call this client, but we got about 8 minutes left, so I can make it last for a little bit longer, so you guys can go over to Rabbit Mining, but I might have to jump off depending on if my boss calls me. But yeah, you know what the market is. We'll see how things go. I still getting positive news. We're still getting some positive news, right? Like El Salvador, whatever country, doing something positive, using crypto, whatever, or adopting it as national currency or whatever. But El Salvador Bitcoin experiment, 60 million lost, 375 million spent, little to show so far. Of course, they're gonna mock him now, but wait till later. Just wait till later. He was a little bit too ambitious, a little bit too hype-ish, but if he's gonna be president for a while, when Bitcoin turns around, things start to pump back up, people are gonna be singing a different tune. We'll see how things go. But, a lot of countries are going through a rough time right now. Not just the US, not just Canada, not just the EU, not just the UK. A lot of countries. Granted, we're, dealing with war in Ukraine and Russia, the situation in Iran or the Middle East, the situation, in some of the South America countries. It's just crap right now. It's just crap. Hang in there, stay positive, keep helping each other out, keep trying to prop each other up. Don't be a negative Nancy and try to down everybody. Don't be a dick on Twitter or online, which I've seen a lot of people do. Just hang in there, all right? All right, so we're gonna read some last comments here. My wife is coming in to grab some stuff before she heads out to the event. Again, if you need your medical marijuana card and you're in Jacksonville, Florida, please go check her out. Okay, so Magic Lucky, what I was asking about was liquid staking. Coinbase and lots of others, liquid ETH staking. You gain 4% APY, but don't risk locking up your money indefinitely. Just curious who has done it. That's one thing that I've done. I have participated in it. So yes, I mean, if you want to know the truth and transparency, yes, I mean, one of those people that have utilized it. Paul, you are being silly. All right, there are some sub $500 3060 Ti's at Micro Center. Not great, but much lower. Let's go look at eBay real quick. RTX 3060 Ti. Oh. I do got a 4090 and be here next week. I'll try to do a live stream if work permits, using a laptop to capture the screen. We'll do some mining testing and then performance testing, and then a proper review or video as soon as I get the chance. So 4090 next week. And as soon as it's available, I'm also going to let my boy in the EU have some time with it, which they would do their own video. You'll find out who that is in the future. But anyways, yeah, what do we got here? 3060 Ti right now on eBay. Let's go lowest first. Watch out for parts only ones. Parts only. The lowest one is this Asus one for $300. Some Dells for $290. And what did you say? Sub $500? Yeah. So, I mean, if you're willing to take a risk and ask the seller some tough questions, and you don't mind the fact that it probably was used for mining, especially when you see non-LHR, then yeah. I dislike the fact that a lot of people are like, oh, don't buy mining cards. Don't buy cards that were used for mining. Don't do it. They're bad. Blah blah blah. Dude, I still got my GTX 660. I still got my HD 7750. I still got my 980 Ti. I still got a lot of old cards that were used for mining that are still living and being used right now in a gaming system. Or like my son's got my 660. My other son's got my 980 Ti. I could plug in the HD 7750. The 7550 is in the NAS being used or in the system for Chia. So all of my old cards that I've used for mining, I just maintain, dust it off, clean it up, replace the pads, replace thermal paste, maintain it just like you would like your car, and it worked just fine. Now, if you had somebody going balls to the wall, maxing out TDP and mining a very core slash sort of memory intensive application in a very hot environment, then yeah, you probably kill it. But yeah, not all cards that were used for mining are bad to buy. Price matters not to me, only performance. All right, Gandalf. Well, let me know. I would if I had the money to answer your question. If I was buying Micro Center and it was a good deal on 6 GPUs, I could build a new rig. I would if I had the money. But right now, thermally and size-wise, because it's all got to fit in a tent, I would have to close up the Octaminer, put the lid back on the Octaminer case, which because they're all open air and the hot it flows better with the lid off. I have to put that on, and then I could put the 6 GPU frame on top of it, and then that would be the max that I'm able to do in that tent, considering how hot it gets and stuff like that. When winter comes, tent will be open, not a big deal, but summertime, it definitely could get pretty toasty, as hot as it gets here. Paul D, Rabbit Money stole 5 bags of my maple syrup. There's tons of GPUs right now. The stock of GPUs is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But it's Nvidia controlling the flow of 30 series. We got a lot of used ones, but it's Nvidia also controlling the flow of a lot of 30. Whoa. That's not appropriate. Let me get that off the screen. YouTube, that was not me. But yeah. There's plenty of stock. Nvidia's controlling the supply of how much it comes out with 3000 series. There's warehouses still of 30 series, and we got the 40 series coming out. I'm happy they canceled the RTX 12 gig because that was a stupid card, or pseudo 4070. The 16 gigabyte model would do just fine, especially because they shaved down the bandwidth and stuff like that, and the cores. What was it? Yeah, so it's a 192-bit bus, so that obviously going to kill performance right there, even if the memory speeds are good. Its bandwidth is only 504 instead of 736. It's probably TDP lock, which it was. Holy crap, you telling me the 4080 is $1,100? Please tell me that's not true. Please tell me that 4080 is not going to be $1,200. Oh my god, it's probably because of the memory. Memory's so damn expensive. Everything's so damn expensive right now. So anyways, that's going to do it for today's show. Thank you so much for hanging out. Automatic Beats, hope you're doing well. Sorry that YouTube doesn't notify people. Ever since I got shadow banned, it's still giving it a hard time, and they keep on saying, blah, 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 do this, make sure it's turned on. Everything I did is turned on. Everything is correct. You guys hit the bell notification to stay up to date, and it still doesn't notify you because YouTube shadow banned me and me over. Hence the reason why my channel is so slow and so small compared to others, even though I've been in the space a hell of a lot longer than them. But anyways, I love everybody. Don't forget the AM Poker Tournament later today. It's going to be starting at 3 p.m. or 3:10 p.m. my time. There is a link to the live stream and where we'll be. And I will be hanging out. Don't forget, if you knock me out, you get 500 Aeon. And I will catch you guys later on. Make sure you go check out Rabbit Mining, who's live right now. That's loud. Who's live right now. And I will catch you guys in the next one, all right? Do me a favor, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure to get subscribed and hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.